Yes, people, welcome back to the Magpie Channel TV. We've got the match preview coming up, we've got the Derby Day announcement coming up. I'm in the white hat today, magpiechannel.com for your merchandise. The away hat, really, suitable for the match preview. Oh, you can wear it anytime, can't you? Black and white, white and black. Who cares? Christmas is coming. Stay tuned, hope you have a good one. There'll be more to come on that. Obviously, tomorrow we'll be doing a live match reaction after the Luton game. But like I said, before we get into the match preview and everything, I want to mention, obviously, Luton Town's captain, Tom Lockyer, who went down last week, collapsed on the pitch, another cardiac arrest. But the good news is that he is thankfully now recovering from home. This came out yesterday on Sky Sports and everywhere else. So, thankfully, the Luton Town captain is in a stable condition, is recovering from home. So, that's fantastic news. Obviously, terrible scenes last week in their game against Bournemouth that got postponed. So, thankfully, he is hopefully on the mend and he is recovering from home. So sending my best wishes to him. But before we do get into that match preview, the last game before Christmas, Derby Day is not far away at all. Couple of weeks' time, we'll come up against the Mackems. The first derby since 2016, Saturday the 6th of January. And there is a massive fan zone happening in the Toon, hosted by yours truly. And I'll be on stage with Newcastle United legends Mickey Quinn and Steve Howie. The information is all on your screen now. The link to buy tickets will be in the description. It's a 1,550 capacity in the NX. The place is going to be rocking. There's going to be war flags there, flag displays, a DJ on. The place is going to be absolutely bouncing. If you're not at the Stadium of Light, which you wouldn't want to be anyway, scruffy innit, disgusting, stay in the comfort of the Toon. Stay in NX Newcastle. It's going to be absolutely bouncing, this one. The place to be to watch the derby. So get your tickets in the description below. What's sure to be an absolutely unreal day, and we'll get more build up towards that and the game itself as we get into the new year. So let's talk about the game that's coming up very soon then. Tomorrow, Luton Town away, 3 PM. You're not going to like it. Honestly, you're not going to like what I'm going to say here. You're not going to like. That's why I'm trying not to say it. But you know me, I'll say it how it is. I'm scared. I never thought I'd say this in my life. I am scared of Luton Town. Well, I'm scared of the current circumstances, really. That's what I'm more so scared of. Because of the injuries, because of the form, because of our away record. And even, look at Eddie was asked this in his conference today as well. The Tom Lockyer thing. That's probably going to raise the atmosphere. That's going to raise the crowd. And they're rightfully going to make a big deal of it and have this applause for him. And all the players, the staff and the fans want to get result for Tom, who will be watching at home, who should be playing. So I respect that and understand that, and that is going to make our life even more difficult. But just because of the fact of a few days ago, coming back from Chelsea, knocked out of that, last week knocked out the Champions League, and only one win away from home all season. That was against a newly promoted side in Sheffield United, obviously the huge 8-0 thrashing. And that's something that goes our way. We have got a very good record against promoted side. I think it's 15 or more games that we are unbeaten against newly promoted sides, and that does linger on our favour. But again, Kenilworth Road, old school ground, hostile, only holds just over 10,000 people. You've got to pass through newsagents and fish and chip shops and Barbara's dressing gown on the washing line before you get into the stand. Do you know what I mean? It's a madness. It's a crazy old ground. The players are going to have seen nothing like it, the majority of them, you know what I mean? Sven Botman's now fit, he's rocking up there. Isaac's rocking up there. Do you know what I mean? You'll be thinking, what the hell is going on here? Bruno is in the English favelas. He's in the Luton Town favelas. Kenilworth favelas. Bruno might be like, oh, actually, that looks a bit similar to back in the day when we used to drive a taxi. That's the only thing we're going to get from it. Because it's going to be a weird game. It's hard to predict. And listen, Luton have been very good at home. They've only got a couple of wins, but at the same time, they were so close to big scalps. And that's why I'm worried, because they have been on the cusp of a big scalp for so long now. And just the way our season's going would suit for that moment to be against Newcastle United. It really would. Listen, they were seconds away from a massive win against Liverpool. They still got a draw there. They were seconds away from a massive draw against Arsenal. Just got beaten. What was it? 4-3 classic. And, they pushed Man City. They took the lead against Manchester City only a couple of weeks back and ultimately got beat 2-1. Nothing to be ashamed of there. They're a hard side to play against. They're difficult. They're a bit of an unknown entity, and they do have dangerous players like Adebayo up front and stuff. And Andres Townsend and Tim Krul, ex-Mags, also playing for Luton. So I just feel like with our injuries, Luton are going to want a result. Obviously, they need a result. They're in a relegation scrap. We're playing so many games. We know we're knackered, making so many mistakes. And then you've got, obviously, the team news today, which Eddie Howe did not give anything away as per usual. The injury update, or lack of it, basically everyone's a doubt. Everyone's 50-50. The same with Isak. Obviously, he's missed the last 2 games. He hasn't even been on the bench. He is 50-50 for the trip to Luton. Anthony Gordon is doubtful. He's a test later on because of that horror challenge from Caicedo. Again, ripped it off there. Should have been a sending off, but there you go, no VAR, and we got shafted. Gordon suffered that nasty injury on his Achilles, forced him off at Stamford Bridge. He's a doubt for tomorrow. I think he'll probably be on the bench, but he might not start. Kraft, who again got another nasty challenge and had to come off against Chelsea. This one was on his shin. He's got a deep cut on his shin, so he's also a doubt. Same probably apply to him. He might travel, but he might not start. The other ones are the same as the Chelsea game. Joe Linton and Fabian Shaw after Fulham have had scans. They're not as fearful as they could have been. They're only short-term injuries, short-term knocks, but they're going to get tested again later today to decide whether they can travel to Luton. So a good few players out on top of what we've already got out, it would seem, unless, as Eddie always does, plays his cards close to his chest, and who knows who will start. But he did say that Botman is fine and he is ready to play again because he came through the first half at Chelsea, no bother, so he's ready to play, probably start again. And yeah, we'll have pretty much the same team as Chelsea. You would have thought, there's not much more you can do. Wilson will hopefully lead the line, and hopefully we'll have enough. Listen, I think it'll be a close game. It probably won't be pretty. It'll most likely be scrappy. I just want the 3 points on the board before Christmas. That's what we need, because out of all the misery we've had the last couple of weeks, out of how tough it's been, knocked out of Europe, Carabao Cup quarter-final, the way they've both unfolded, it's been a massive shame. But last week against Fulham, at home, we got back to winning ways. Differences away from home, our form has been completely different. We know that, we've talked about that before. But if we do manage to get a win against Luton, then we've got Forest at home on Boxing Day. We can really round the year out on a high, on a decent league position, which you'd see us in probably top 5, top 6. So it's not all doom and gloom. And like I said, we've got Derby Day coming up. That's the big one. 6th of January, NX Newcastle for the fan zone. Get yourselves there. Ticket link in the description. I feel like I've done a lot of finger pointing there. But this is the part you're not going to like. This is the part I'm going to be honest. Like I said, always honest over here. I'm going to tell the truth, how I feel. I hope I'm wrong. I think we'll get beat. I think we'll get beat against Luton. Honestly, I do. I've said they're on the verge of that big win, that big scalp, that big moment. It came so close from against Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City. I think I'll come against Newcastle. I think we'll get beat 2-1. If I'm not being, maybe I'm just still a bit gutted about Chelsea. I think it could be 1-1. If I was to give a score prediction, I'll not be so out there and say we'll get beat. I'll say it'll be a 1-1 then. But if I was being optimistic, or just what we should be doing, but it all depends on who's playing and how fit we are and everything else, I would say we should win this game 2-3-1. I do think Luton will score. I think just at the back, with the mistakes we're making, Dubravka hasn't filled us full of confidence. I think it's going to be a tough day at the office for Newcastle tomorrow. I really do, just away from home. Fitness and form. Luton will be well up for it. That's how I see the game going. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Heading to Kenilworth Road. Subscribe to my Magpie Channel TV so you're locked in for the live match reaction straight after full time tomorrow. Give this one a thumbs up, people, and enjoy your weekend. See you later. Our brand new merchandise is available now. Head over to themagpiechannel.com to get your hats, hoodies, and t-shirts. Support the channel, support the tune, and enjoy yourself.